Hello, and thank you for visiting my channel, Battle Swan Adventures. My name is Crystal, and I thought that it would be appropriate for the first video on this channel to give you a little background as to why the channel exists, who I am, and to be able to get to know each other a little bit. Future videos will unpack the topics that we talk about here today a little bit more into detail, so that this specific video doesn't get too terribly long for us. But you're also able to get a little bit of an idea as to what it is that the vision is for this channel, Battle Swan Adventures. First and foremost, a little bit about me. Again, my name is Crystal. I'm 42 years old. I live in Michigan, in the United States. I am the mother of 3 children, 24, 22, and 18. I have a 3-year-old granddaughter and another one on the way. Blessings of my oldest son and his wife. I am a single mom. I had my first child in high school, and it's kind of exciting to have 3 grown children and to have just turned 42. So that's kind of an interesting experience to be in, and starting this new chapter of my life with 3 grown adult children. But the purpose for this video, well, this channel in general, is about a road trip that I planned, and just kind of the process of that. 15 years ago, my husband was deployed to Afghanistan, and actually that particular deployment, he was in Iraq, and I watched a movie called Elizabethtown, and in that movie, one of the characters goes on this road trip that really was very cathartic for him. It allowed him to connect with some different things that he was experiencing, kind of work through some feelings. And I remember feeling that that would be such an amazing experience to be able to go on a road trip like that, and how freeing it would be to just kind of be out there. And, you know, in my mind at the time, 15 years ago, I'm thinking the only way to do a trip like that would be in a Jeep. So in my mind, you know, there's all these amazing places throughout the United States that I've always wanted to be able to see. And, you know, some of the formations in Utah, and the scenic Highway 1 going down the coast of California. And of course, Route 66 just has always been one of those things that was on my mind to be able to do. And so I decided about 15 years ago that I was going to do this epic road trip. I was going to drive from Michigan across the country to Northern California, drive at least the entire length of the coast down to Santa Monica, and then pick up the end of Route 66 and drive the remaining portions of Route 66 back to Chicago. Granted, a little bit backwards. Generally, people think about Chicago being the beginning and Santa Monica being the end, but to make this work, that's what it is that I'm doing. And it's the vision of that is to be mostly kind of rough camping it on the way throughout there. Maybe have a little bit of a spa weekend and do some Napa Valley tours, those types of things while I'm down in the California area. And just the picture in my mind is that, again, that trip needs to be in a Jeep. Then, about 8-ish years ago, today is July 25th, 2021. About 8 years ago, I read something online talking about Ford rebuilding the Bronco. Well, there was nothing confirmed anywhere. My father has worked for Ford for 44 years now. And so I reached out to him and I asked him, hey, you know, have you heard anything about Ford bringing the Bronco back? And at that point in time, he had not heard anything, or if he had heard something, it wasn't something he could talk to me about. And a couple years later, Ford did in fact confirm that the rumors were true and they were going to be rebuilding the Bronco. Well, that, of course, started a whole new set of emotional ups and downs for all kinds of Bronco lovers. And as soon as Ford said, yes, we are bringing the Bronco back, it was dead set in my mind. This road trip cannot occur with anything other than a Bronco. And I was for sure going to have a Bronco. I loved Bronco when I was a kid. You know, I was never in a situation to be able to have one. And so this was my dream vehicle. And, you know, as soon as I started kind of figuring out what it is that I wanted to have, as soon as the reservations were open, I was on the list, got my reservation in, and started that process. So my reservation went in almost a year ago. It was July of 2020 that I got my reservation in to hold my Bronco. Earlier this spring, my order was finalized, and last week I was able to, well, there's a couple different times that I was able to go down to the shop and check out just kind of the production of things. So as far as this channel is concerned, some of the things that you can expect from me is, one, to hear some of the details about my Bronco ordering process. You know, I'll have some information for you guys as to, you know, what that looked like. If they're approved to be posted on this particular channel, you guys will be able to see some photos and videos from inside the plant. I don't know, but I'm not going to be disrespectful to, you know, Ford or any of the employees of Ford by posting anything without going through the appropriate channels for permission. So you may or may not be able to see those coming up, but you will for sure be able to document, you know, be part of the documentation of the rest of that process. So going with me to the dealership to pick it up, be able to see all of the videos of me checking it out, post-purchase. And then I'll be bringing you guys along with me for that road trip. At this point in time, I'm looking at that road trip either being in April or September of 2022. I expect for that road trip it's planned out currently to be about 15 days. So being able to take a long chunk of time off of work, definitely want to be respectful to my employer and all of the things that go into that. So either looking at April or September is what works best for our fiscal year. And, you know, and I will be sharing all these moments with you guys. Because this is Battle Swan Adventures, you guys, I'll have other playlists or other types of non-Bronco, non-road trip type topics. I do, you know, as you may have seen in the About section of the channel, I'm alternately, though my name is Crystal, I'm alternately known as Svanhildur. I do Viking reenactment, so you very well may be a part of some of my Viking exploits. I am a shield maiden, so I do sword fighting and other training and things like that. So we may have a playlist where there's some different Viking related events and adventures that we have there. I do make mead as a homebrew, so I may have some videos on there. You know, just kind of check it out, and I'll, you know, leave some comments and let me know what it is that you're interested in. But I do a ton of backpacking. I do a lot of kayaking, you know, all kinds of things just to get out there in life and enjoy life. I'm really excited to be able to share some of these experiences with you guys, and we'll just be able to get as creative as we want to be and see where the channel takes us. My equipment is supposed to be here on Wednesday, so I'll have an unboxing for that. This is all very new to me, something that I never even thought about doing until I was talking to somebody and they said, you need to vlog this adventure. And it's like, all right, cool. Well, let's check it out and see how it goes. So again, thank you guys so much for joining me here on the Battle Swan Adventures channel. Thanks for watching this introduction video. Keep your eyes out for some more videos as we come, and appreciate your grace while I get used to this vlogging thing, and for putting up with me having my cell phone this time around. So I'll see you guys in a couple of days, and I hope that you have a great one. Take care.